Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Darcy Africa, two-time defending champion for the 2014 Hardrock 100. How are you, Darcy?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Doing great. Did you ever think you'd be standing here in Silverton as a two-time defending Hardrock champion?
Definitely not, no.
But you've put yourself in that position, and how does it feel?
I don't love the pressure.
Yeah?
Honestly, I'd rather just sort of come here and do my thing and not worry about it. But I try to just run my race. Yeah.
But you have put yourself there, and you've run two great times the last 2 years, sub 30 hours, right? 29 change.
Mm-hmm.
I know last year again, one of your sort of goals is to go under 30 again if you could.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever think about squeaking under 29? That you've done 29 and change twice?
I would love to. Yes, I would love to.
This is the direction to do it.
This is definitely, it is the direction to do it.
And obviously there's some super speedy guys at the front, but there's also a depth in the men's field this year.
Right.
But there could be guys that you're running around. Do you think this might be the year to go for it?
I kind of think every year is the year to go for it, really. I think I've been lucky enough to have an automatic entry the last 2 years, so I just keep coming back for it. And I just love it here.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, we'll see what happens. I think it's just you sort of have a plan for yourself and you let it all go and you start the race at Silverton on Friday and do whatever you can do the day of.
It seems like you've run really smart races the last 2 years and set yourself up when, unfortunately, Diana's had to drop late in the race. But do you ever think about, if you're going to try to go for 9 hours, running a little more aggressively early on? I mean, she runs uber aggressively.
That's right, yeah.
But to put yourself a little more out in the first 50 or 60 miles?
I think if I'm feeling good, I'd like to do that. I would like to. I really just try to listen to my body.
Yeah.
And if it's there for me that day, I'll do it.
And if not, you'll just sort of pull back within yourself?
There's a piggy. There's a piggy.
Counter. We're gonna have interruptions today, I can tell.
Sometimes it's a train, sometimes it's somebody shaking hands. Today it's Sophia.
Today it's Sophia, exactly.
So you always have a great team around you. I mean, it's definitely not an individual journey for you. You have Sophia out there.
Yeah.
You, who's out there for you this year?
Well, I have Catherine Mateys, who will be crewing, and she's kind of, she knows this course inside and out because she's crewed for Rock and other people in the past. So I feel really lucky to have her here. And my brother is actually flying in from Detroit, Michigan on Thursday to Durango. Mm-hmm. So he'll be here, and this will be his first 100-mile event. So
awesome.
it'll be a shock for him, but I'm excited that he's coming. And I have some other friends coming, and I have one pacer. So
who's that?
Just a friend of mine, Gavin McKenzie. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And he's up in Leadville, right? No.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See him up at the coffee shop up there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Probably.
One of the people from the ultra running family.
Exactly.
And will he pace you the full, like from you, not you, from Grouse?
Probably Grouse to wherever, maybe Sherman and maybe Cunningham. So yeah.
Yeah. You've run this direction before on the course.
Yeah.
Does it mean you're any less excited about it, or is it? Do you have anything you'll change this year, going in the same direction, going clockwise?
No, I'm not really changing anything. It's kind of boring in my side of things. I have a little spreadsheet, and it's probably from 5 years ago. So I just really just appreciate the mountains and respect the mountains, and do whatever my body will let me do on Friday. So
how many Hardrocks have you run now?
This will be 5.
This will be number 5.
Yeah.
Is that your postdoctorate?
I
forget what degree that is, but you definitely get another one.
Well, I think then I'll be a vet. If I finish 5, then I'll be a veteran, which would be nice.
So you get some better odds.
That's right, exactly.
For coming back again, but if you keep winning, you get automatic entry.
That's right, exactly. Yeah, good luck out.
You're probably a great person to ask. You have a ton of Hardrock experience now. I mean, because you've been here other years besides when you've run.
Yeah.
So there's a tremendous men's field here this year. Any insight into? It's exciting. Any insight on how that might go at the front to there?
Gosh, I have no idea. I just think it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure everybody is assuming Killian will do something amazing.
Yeah.
No pressure. But yeah, I think it'll be exciting to watch what can happen out there with such amazing competitors.
Obviously, you're focusing on your own race when you're out there, but are you going to be like, you know, are you going to sort of be listening in when you come through Ray or
maybe
Grouse? And
I tend not to really care about what's happening out there and just focus
do your
on
thing.
Doing my thing. But yeah, I'm sure it's going to be exciting. So it'll be fun to kind of hear how it's all playing out during the race. And yeah, hopefully it won't be too much media. And my hope is that this will stay Hardrock and it will, the heart of Hardrock will not change.
Probably not. This is the stars align for a tremendous field here. Every year we do have strong runners at Hardrock, but having the chances of having a field like this again and the attention that comes with it,
right,
pretty small.
Yeah.
So,
my vote is that they let more women in.
to actually change the system.
That's right.
There's there's no bias against women in terms of.
There's no bias, right?
Like they're not choosing
maybe to like a lot of percentage.
Yeah.
For women.
Because as of last Friday, at least, it was 18 women out of 140.
Women, right, which I think is maybe the largest number that's ever been, which is great.
Yeah.
But I think it might be.
So would you like want parity, like splitting the field 50-50, or
no? I don't think that'll ever happen. No. That'll never happen. But
there's enough now. There are enough entrants to
nice.
do it. To have 40 or 50 women out there.
That would be really nice. Because there are women that want to get in. That are strong and. So we could have maybe a more competitive field here.
I think there was a couple years ago, this year, I mean, there's you and Diana and Sarah McCloskey as well, and some other strong runners, but it's just pretty limited at the front. I think one year, Lizzie Hawker also got in but she was injured.
She was injured, right.
Yeah, so there's a couple years where there's been another, maybe third, really front of the field woman.
Yeah,
but to have 4 or 5. Who else wants to run it?
Maybe Anna Frost?
That would be awesome. Right. She actually wrote an essay one year trying to get in. That didn't fly. Sorry, Anna.
It's good old boys. Yeah.
It wasn't that again? Probably wasn't discriminatory against women. That's just I think they've shut down that option completely for the essay qualification.
Right.
I was talking at a coffee shop today that the last person I can remember doing that was Emily Bear.
Oh really?
Back in the day.
Oh, wow.
So now this will be your 5th. Do you have any advice for somebody maybe going for their first Hardrock this year?
Just pace yourself, eat and drink as much as you can. Usually when you start climbing really high, the appetite goes. So when you come down into the aid stations, because luckily the aid stations are all at lower elevation, eat when you can in the lower elevations, and then when your appetite starts to go up high, do whatever you can and just refuel up the bottom of the aid station.
There's a lot of really long descents. Do you find yourself trying to eat more on those long descents as you're coming into the aid stations, or?
I try to eat more in the aid stations.
Okay.
And then probably, just climbing out initially. But usually above 11, 12,000 feet, it's just things start to slow down and, digestion slows down. So I tend to just switch to goose or whatever you can really get down at that point.
Awesome. Well, best of luck out there this weekend and enjoy.
Yeah, thank you.
And a bonus question: you said a movie launch today.
Oh, right.
100 Miles High.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Fred Marmosader, who worked really, really hard, came out here last year and took a lot of video footage and was out everywhere on the course last year. And just put together a really, really neat film.
What is that like to be? You just love being out in the mountains, like you did the Knolls or which?
Outward Bound.
Outward Bound. Yeah, you come from just being out in the mountains, and you now love running. But here's films about you running.
Right. Yeah. A little weird.
Does that feel more strange than winning Hardrock twice?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah. Maybe a little bit. It does. Yeah. I'm not really used to that kind of thing, but. Just do it because you love it. So.
Exactly. Love it out there, Darcy.
Thanks.